Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal, invite you to rocket into the future with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Stand by to raise ship. Blast off. -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
As roaring rockets blast off to distant planets and far-flung stars, we take you to the age of the conquest of space with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. The big, sprawling administration building at Luna Base is the nerve center of one of the busiest ports in the entire solar system. For here, great spaceships from Earth and the far-flung planets of the system are constantly arriving and departing. And here, in the anteroom of the commanding officer's headquarters, Cadets Tom Corbett and Roger Manning sit, nervously awaiting a summons into the inner office.
Tom, I wonder how much longer we'll have to wait. Now, watch it, Roger. Here's the CO.
Cadets Corbett and Manning?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Captain Willett. Step into the office, please.
Come on, Roger. I've got a feeling this detail's going to be a real dog.
Cadets, I'd like you to meet Miss Sally Wood.
Hello.
How do you do, Miss Wood? Great galaxy.
I beg your pardon.
A space doll covered with stardust.
What?
You'll have to excuse Cadet Manning, ma'am. A beautiful girl always sends him into a spin.
Oh, why, thank you.
Manning, Corbett, if I can have your attention for just a moment.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yes, sir. Miss Wood is the daughter of Harvey Wood. You probably recognize the name.
You mean the famous spaceship designer, sir?
Oh, you've heard of Dad?
Oh, who hasn't? He's designed some of the best spaceships in the Solar Alliance.
Well, Miss Wood is on her way back to Earth, to Polar City. She has a large sum of money aboard her space yacht, the Cosmia, and she has requested a solar guard detail to protect her.
Captain Willett told me you cadets were detached from your ship temporarily.
That's right, Miss Wood.
Well, then, if you have no other plans.
This detail is purely voluntary on your part, boys.
You mean you're asking us if we want to escort Miss Wood, sir?
And that's about the size of it, Manning. What do you say?
I say, how soon can we raise ship, sir? Say, that's a beautiful bracelet you're wearing, Sally. Not a present from an admirer, I hope.
Well, in a way, yes, Roger. My father gave it to me.
Well, your father? Oh, you had me worried for a minute. This is a mighty nice ship, Miss Wood.
Oh, thanks, Tom. You can't imagine how relieved I feel to have you two aboard. I just can't thank you enough.
The only thing I'm sorry about, Sally, is that you're only going to Polar City. Why couldn't you be on your way to Titan, or maybe out to Pluto?
Pluto? That's so far away.
Yeah, I know.
Does Roger always act this way, Tom?
Oh, don't pay any attention to him. He's just a wolf in a spacesuit. Hey, look, Tom, why don't you go up forward and guard something? Anything. The way I see it, Miss Wood needs a guard right now. Say, Sally, Captain Willett said something about you having a lot of money aboard. Is that the only reason you wanted us to come along?
Well, we are carrying over 1 million credits, and I'm not sure I can trust every member of the crew.
Oh, don't you worry your beautiful head about the crew. Tom and I will take care of everything. You don't have long to worry anyhow. We're already starting to decelerate. We're getting close to Earth.
Yes, I can feel it. Funny, it never affected me quite this way before. I feel just a little dizzy.
Yeah, so do I, come to think of it. No girl ever made me feel like this before. Say, my head's really beginning to spin.
You suppose something could have happened to the oxygen supply?
Roger, we better check the gauges. I can't, Tom. I can't seem to move. Neither can I, Roger. Tom, get up. Don't blank out now. Tom, you've got to...
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment, so stand by. Blast off power. That's what you get in Kellogg's Pep.
blast-off power. Start your day with hearty Kellogg's Pep. Pep gives you the kind of hard-hitting food energy you need to rock it off into a busy day. It's the cereal the cadets at Space Academy call for when there's action ahead. And Pep supplies you with essential vitamins, too. You get vitamin B1 and a whole day's supply of vitamin D in every serving. No wonder spacemen head for the breakfast table and pour out a big helping of Pep every morning. It's Kellogg's Pep for blast-off power. And say, just wait till you taste that keen whole wheat and malt flavor. You'll be reaching for second helpings every time. Kellogg's Pep with milk and sugar is a great way to start the day. When you fill up a bowl full and dig in, you want to travel at full space speed right through to the last bite. Astro, Roger, Tom, and all the cadets say the same thing. For swell eating and blast-off food power, it's Kellogg's Pep. So start your day the spaceman's way. Ask Mom to get the cereal that gives you more builder-upper food values than any other wheat flake. Ask Mom to get Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Volunteering to serve as an escort for Miss Sally Wood, the pretty daughter of Harvey Wood, a noted spaceship designer, Tom and Roger blasted toward Earth in the space yacht Cosmia, carrying over 1 million credits. Nearing Earth, however, the two cadets and Sally suddenly began to feel dizzy, and one after the other collapsed to the deck, unconscious. Now, several hours later, Tom slowly begins to waken. He looks around groggily, then sits bolt upright. Seeing Roger lying next to him, he begins to shake his friend violently.
Come on, Roger. Snap out of it.
Oh, my head.
Wake up, will you?
Huh? Hey, where are we, Tom?
I don't know. I just came to myself.
Say, we're not on the ship anymore. We're in a room. Looks like a hotel room.
Well, there's a window. I'll have a look.
Well?
Roger, we're in Polar City.
How in blazes did we get here? And say, where's Sally?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing after we started to decelerate, except we all started to get dizzy.
Wait a minute. There's a facsimile paper over there in that teleceiver. Maybe we can find out what day it is at least.
Good idea.
Great jumping Jupiter.
What is it, Tom?
Oh, listen to this bulletin.
Space yacht Cosmia, out of Luna Base, crashed near here this morning.
Crashed?
Yeah. According to Polar City Spaceport Traffic Control, the Cosmia reported that it was entering atmosphere and preparing for a routine landing. The space yacht failed to report again, and nothing was heard until an hour later, when the wreckage was found on the outskirts of Polar City. Investigators found all controls on automatic. Several crew members have already been identified. Still unaccounted for are Miss Sally Wood and cadets Tom Corbett and Roger Manning.
Wait, Tom. Another bulletin's coming through on the teleceiver.
Yeah, maybe more about the crack-up. Read it.
Special extra. Space cadets Tom Corbett and Roger Manning were reported seen in Polar City a short time after the crash of the space yacht Cosmia. The authorities believe that the space yacht may have been crashed deliberately to cover the theft of 1 million credits the ship was carrying. All law enforcement agencies are alerted to apprehend these fugitives at all costs.
But that's crazy. They've blown their jet.
They sure have. We can prove we didn't have anything to do with that crash.
Oh, where's the audio phone? We've got to call the Solar Guard headquarters. Hey.
What's the matter, Tom? What are you staring at?
Roger, look over there in that corner.
Huh? By all the moons of Jupiter.
They're stolen credits. They've been planted right here in this room.
It's not all here, Tom. Only a few thousand credits.
It's enough to pin the robbery on us, Roger. This money in our possession is just as good as a conviction.
I know. We're not only thieves, but murderers. We're in one sweet jam.
We must have been gassed on board the Cosmia. Then somebody brought us to this hotel and left the credits here to make us look guilty.
Hey, you're not saying that Sally framed us.
Well, somebody did.
No, I can't believe it was Sally. If she wasn't killed in the crash, she can clear us.
She can? Well, look at this. I found it on the floor under one of the suitcases with the money in it.
Why, it's a bracelet.
Uh-huh, the one Sally was wearing on board the Cosmia.
And she was here in this room.
Let's face the facts, Roger. That girl framed us and then tipped off the authorities.
But why, Tom? It just doesn't make any sense.
Never mind that now. We've got to get out of here.
Yeah, and then what? We can't turn ourselves into the Solar Guard until we found Sally. She's the only one who can clear us.
Well, if you've got any bright ideas, spill them.
All I know is if we walk out of this hotel in our space cadet uniforms, the first officer we meet would either arrest us or shoot us on sight.
Well, it's a cinch we can't walk out of here in our underwear.
Well, looks like it's either the frying pan or the fire. So come on, let's try the fire.
Right. Take a look first, Roger. Make sure the hull is clear.
Don't worry.
Well?
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, get back, quick. What's the matter? The police? No, a break finally. What are you talking about? Look what's coming down the hall. The hotel valet, and he's pulling a rack of clothes with him. Jumping Jupiter. There are at least 4 suits hanging on it. What color do you prefer, Tom?
Well, I don't care. I'd wear orange with purple stripes to get out of this.
You'll be wearing stripes if we don't get out of this, Buster. Quiet now. He's gonna pass right outside the door.
How are you gonna work this?
I have long arms, pal. Just watch.
Did you get them?
Take a look, Junior. We're a couple of civilians again.
Great. Now, come on. Let's get out of this hotel.
Well, we made it.
Yeah. I think we're safe now, Roger. We can relax for a minute.
Well, where can we go, though? They'll be looking for us all over the city.
We've got to take time out and make some plans.
Tom, I hate to bring this up right now, but I'm so blasted hungry I can't think straight.
Yeah, me too. Well, come on. There's an auto restaurant on the corner. Let's go in and eat.
I guess we'll be as safe in there as any place else.
Hey, wait a minute. I just remembered. We haven't any money.
No? What do you call this?
Hey, where did you get all those credits?
I picked up a handful when we left the hotel room. Did you think we could run all over Polar City with our pockets empty?
But those credits don't belong to us.
So we borrowed them. We'll make it up from our pay if we ever get reinstated.
Well, that's a big if. But I guess we haven't any choice.
Now you're talking. Come on, let's put on the feedback. That's what I call a real dinner.
Yeah. How about dessert, Roger?
Match. Let's see. What's Venusian surprise, I wonder?
Try it. Press the button.
Okay. Oh, how do you like that? Rice pudding. Some surprise.
Stop kicking and dig in. We've got to get rolling.
Yeah, where?
I don't know, but we've got to figure out some way to pull ourselves out of this mess. We can't duck the Solar Guard forever.
If we could only get hold of Captain Strong, he'd believe our story.
He couldn't do much for us unless we can find out how we were framed and why.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I beg your pardon, gentlemen.
Huh? What do you want?
I'm the manager of this restaurant.
Yes?
Are these your credits, gentlemen?
Well, let's see. Why, yes, we dropped those in the slot when we ordered dinner number 4.
I see. I'm sorry to have disturbed you. Excuse me.
Say, what was that all about?
Roger, we've been space-happy idiots.
Huh?
The credits. The manager must have had a list of the serial numbers. In the automatic credit register, we did ours out.
Uh-oh, let's get out of here
There
fast.
they are, officer. Table 8.
Come on, Roger. He's brought the Solar Guard.
Don't let them get away.
We're cut off from the front, Tom.
Through this back door. Hurry. This street's clear, Roger.
Thank Jupiter. I was about ready to give up.
Well, this settles it. We've got to get out of Polar City.
Good idea. But how?
We'll work our way over to the spaceport. Maybe we can stow away on a southbound jet.
Okay, Tom, it's worth a try. If we stay here, we'll get the work. There goes a jet, Tom. I sure wish we were on it.
So do I. We've got to watch our step, though. If a guard spots us before we can get aboard one of them, we're lost.
There's a ship taxiing down this way now. Maybe that's our answer.
Well, I don't know. It's a small private job. I'd rather take a chance on a big passenger liner.
Personally, I'll settle for anything at this point.
Well, okay. It's moving to the takeoff line. Now watch for a chance.
Tom, look who's sitting next to the pilot of that ship.
Great galaxy. Am I seeing things?
It's Sally Wood.
There's our answer, Roger. She framed us.
Then she's going to do an about face and clear us. Come on, let's get on that ship before it takes off. Never mind. Too late to catch her now. There she goes.
Yeah, and there goes our only chance to clear ourselves.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment, so stand by.
Spaceman, Kellogg's Pep, the cereal that brings you these exciting Space Cadet adventures, now gives you a chance to collect detailed picture cutouts of your favorite Space Cadets. Right now at your grocery store, each and every regular-sized package of Kellogg's Pep has a special Space Cadet picture cutout right on the back of the package. All you have to do is cut it out and set it up in your own Space Cadet setting. You can get a picture of Astro or Tom Corbett, Roger Manning in a spacesuit, Dr. Joan Dale in the official Space Academy dress uniform. You want to get all 4 Space Cadet picture cutouts, and it's easy to do. Nothing to mail, no box tops to send in. Your picture comes right on the back of every regular-size package of Kellogg's Pep. And that's not all. Right inside that package of Kellogg's Pep, you're going to find the best-tasting wheat cereal you ever rustled into your cereal bowl. Just heat those golden flakes up high. Cover them over with milk and sugar. Man, when you taste a spoonful of that delicious whole wheat and malt flavor, you'll call for second helpings right on the spot. So don't forget, ask Mom to get Kellogg's Pep as soon as you can. For a swell build-up cereal with Space Cadet picture cutouts on the back of every package, it's Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Accused of stealing 1 million credits and hunted by the Solar Guard, Tom and Roger reached the Polar City spaceport only to see Sally Wood take off in a small jet ship for parts unknown. With Sally goes all their hope of being cleared of larceny and murder.
Well, she's gone, Tom, and we're sunk.
Blasted, I'd give anything to catch up with that girl.
No chance of that now.
Hey, there is, Roger.
What are you pointing at?
Look, there in the next hangar.
A Solar Guard jet.
The fastest ship in the air. We could overhaul Sally's jet even with the start she's got.
Steady your gyros, Tom. We can't steal a Solar Guard jet. They'd shoot us down before we got to the takeoff line.
Why? We know the recognition signals. And there's no one guarding the ship right now.
Say, we might get away with it at that.
We've got to. Pile aboard, Roger. We've lost too much time already.
Can't you get any more speed out of this crate, Tom?
She's wide open, Roger. Did you track them on the radar yet?
We're picking up something. Yeah, it's coming in clear now. It's Sally's ship, all right.
What's the range?
About 15 miles.
Oh, we'll catch them then. Better check the forward guns.
Where were we when you took the last bearing?
Over Central America. I figure they must be heading for somewhere in the vicinity of Amazon City.
Hey, Tom, we're overtaking them fast.
Right. Stand by. I can see them up ahead.
I'm all set.
We've got the altitude on them. I'll come in on a glide. We'll be on them before they even know we're here.
All right, but level off when we get close range to 1,000 yards. I want to put a blast in their left wing jet. That should force them to land.
Okay, you say when. We're in the glide now.
We're closing in fast. Watch it now. They're veering to the left.
I see them. Are you ready to fire?
Another 100 yards. I don't want to miss. Steady now. Okay, level off.
Right. Let them have it.
How's that for shooting?
Bullseye. They're losing altitude.
Look, they're going to set down that clearing up ahead.
Yeah, I'm with them.
There they go. They're landing.
Hang on, pal. We're going in ourselves. And let's hope there's room for both of us in that little clearing.
Nice landing, Tom. Now, let's nail them.
Look, Roger. Those 2 men from Sally's jets. They're escaping into the jungle.
Never mind them. Sally's the one we're after.
Ah, she must still be in the ship. Come on. Okay, Miss Wood. Come out of there.
Tom, Roger, back here in the cargo compartment.
There she is, Roger.
Hey, she's all tied up.
I'm so glad you found me. I hoped and prayed you'd realize what happened when I left my bracelet in your room.
We realized what happened. You tried to frame it.
No, never. I wanted you to know I was still alive, that I hadn't been killed in the crash.
What? Boy, when you make up stories, they're pips.
You've got to believe me. Those 2 men, they kidnapped me. They were holding me as a hostage. And they tried to pin it on you. That's why they left money behind.
Yeah, and why would they be holding you as a hostage? Hostage for what?
My father. He's just completed the plans for a new long-range interstellar rocket ship. They want the plans. Please, if you'll just take these ropes off, I'll tell you the whole story.
Go ahead, Roger. This is beginning to make sense now.
Okay. Hold still, Sally.
Thank you.
But keep talking. Start from the beginning.
Well, there isn't much to tell. I didn't ask for an escort just for the money. That wasn't important.
1 million credits?
The plans I carried were worth 100 times as much, Roger. As a matter of fact, those two men left the money behind. See it there in the back of the compartment.
Hey, what do you know? We're rich again.
But what about the plan?
They have them.
Oh, why would you be carrying important plans?
My father knew these men were after them. He hoped to throw them off the track by having me take them to Earth.
And those two space crawlers found out.
Yes, somehow. They drugged our food on the Cosmia, landed the ship, took us off, then set the automatic controls for blast-off again. Of course it crashed.
Then they took us to the hotel to frame us.
That's right. I came to while we were there. That's when I left the bracelet. I heard them talking by audio tele with their leader, a man named Wayne Anders. He has a huge estate not far from Amazon City. That's where they were taking me.
Why? If they got the plans, they didn't...
Anders wanted to hold me to force my father to give him more information.
Well, what about us, Sally? We're still wanted for murder, you know.
Well, I'll go back to Polar City with you right now. Please don't worry. When I tell my story, you'll be completely clear.
Say, Roger, I've been thinking. If we take off for Polar City now, we'll be giving those men the time they need to get away with those plans.
Yeah, and since we're already down
Oh,
here...
boys, if we could only get those papers back.
You can count on us, Sally.
Oh, wait a minute, though. Just in case anything should happen to us, don't you think you'd better get in touch with your commanding officer at Space Academy and tell him everything?
She's right, Roger. Let's get back to our jet and pipe this information through to Captain Strong.
Okay, we'll send it in code, just to make sure Anders and his men don't tumble to our plan.
Good idea. As long as we're still considered fugitives, we can move in as undercover agents.
Fine. Now, Sally, where did we leave off?
What?
Oh, yeah, I remember. I was just starting to tell you about what a sweet little doll you are. Your hair is like moonlight. Your eyes are like stars.
Don't miss the next action-packed adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, on Thursday, when Tom and Roger begin a search for a murderer, but find themselves hopelessly trapped in the jungle in Part 2 of The Escort of Death. Tune in, same time, same station for the next thrilling interplanetary adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Brought to you by Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal.
Spaceman, this is Tom Corbett. We can help the thousands of families who lost their homes during the Midwest floods by giving to the Red Cross. Please give what you and your parents can to the Red Cross.
Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas, can also be seen on television and appears in the comic sections of many of America's leading newspapers. Look for it daily and in weekend editions. Featured in the cast were Jan Merlin, Rosemary Rice, and Frank Butler. Today's program was written by Gilbert Braun and directed by Drex Hines. Jackson Bake speaking.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret. Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret. And what a secret. In Kellogg's Raisin Bran, the tasty raisins are dipped in honeycomb. That means plumper, more tender raisins along with delicious golden crisp bran flakes. Both fruit and cereal all in one box. And no other raisin brand but Kellogg's gives you the tender goodness of raisins dipped in honeycomb. That's Kellogg's secret. So for your breakfast, make sure you get Kellogg's, because Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
This program came from New York. America is sold on ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal, invites you to rocket into the future with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Stand by to raise ship. Blast off -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
As roaring rockets blast off to distant planets and far-flung stars, we take you to the age of the conquest of space with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. High over the dense jungles of the Amazon, a Solar Guard jet ship blasts through the stratosphere. Aboard the speeding craft, cadets Tom Corbett and Roger Manning, accompanied by Sally Wood, are on their way to Amazon City to try to clear themselves of charges that have made them fugitives from the Solar Guard.
Hey, Tom, something's coming in on the radio.
I'll bet it's Captain Strong. He must have received our message, Roger.
It sounds like nothing but static to me.
Well, it's coded, Sally. Our Solar Guard code. Here, I'll set the scrambler.
Come on, Roger, clean it up. We're getting close to Amazon City.
Yep. There. I've got the right setting now.
Captain Strong to Cadet Corbett. Captain Strong to Cadet Corbett. Come in. Come in.
Tom Corbett here. Go ahead, sir.
Where in the universe are you?
Near Amazon City, sir. Did you get the message I piped to you?
Yes, and I was certainly relieved to hear from you. There's a dead or alive warrant out for your arrest.
We know it, but I explained what happened. You believe us, don't you, sir?
I do, Tom, but the orders for your arrest can't be officially canceled until there's been a hearing. So, as far as the Solar Guard is concerned, you and Manning are still fugitives.
That's all right with us, sir. I think it will help us to get those plans from Anders.
Now, listen carefully, Tom. I can be in Amazon City by noon tomorrow. I'll come out of the Solar Guard headquarters building at exactly that time. You and Manning watch for me from across the boulevard.
Right, sir.
I'll get on the northbound slidewalk. You two follow me on the opposite side, and we'll meet at the first changeover junction. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Tom, look at the radar screen.
Great Jupiter. Those are Solar Guard interceptors.
And they're after us.
Tom, what's going on?
Solar Guard ships. We've got to duck them. See you in Amazon City tomorrow, sir. End transmission.
Tom, can't we outrun them?
I'm wide open now, and they're gaining.
What will they do?
Blast us out of the sky if they can. They're firing now.
That was close.
That one hit us.
Hold her steady, Tom.
I can't. The controls don't answer.
Look out. Pull up or we'll crash.
I'm doing my best.
We're headed straight for the jungle.
Hang on, Sally.
Watch it. Brace yourselves. We're going to hit. Oh, brother. I never thought we'd walk out of that one alive.
Oh, it was a beautiful landing, Tom.
Lucky we found that clearing. We just managed to shoehorn in.
Look out. A Solar Guard jet. Hit the dirt.
Did they see us?
I don't know, but we can't stay here now. They'll drop a detail of parapolice down to investigate.
Yeah, we'll have to start moving.
But where can we go?
I noticed a house from the air. It's over there beyond that next hill.
Okay, any port in a storm. Let's hike. Say, look at that place. What a joint.
Why would anyone in his right mind build a mansion like that out here in the jungle?
Well, look, they have an air car. See it parked over there?
Yeah. Maybe we can get a lift to Amazon City, Tom.
I sure hope so. That way we can meet Captain Strong and figure out a way to locate Anders before he knows we're on his trail.
Tom, look. There's someone coming out of the house.
Well, maybe he'll help us out. Hello there.
Well, hello.
Offer to pay him for the lift, Tom. I've still got some of those credits left.
Was that your jet that crashed from the other side of the hill?
That's right, sir.
We're lucky we're still alive.
Indeed you are, Miss Wood.
What? How did you know my name?
Let me introduce myself. I'm Wayne Anders.
Anders?
That's right. And believe me, I'm most happy to offer you the hospitality of home. I insist that you stay with me for a long time.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment. So stand by.
Spaceman, if you want to start out tomorrow ready for action, you just hurry on down to the breakfast table first thing in the morning. When you get there, eat the breakfast cereal that's tops with the cadets at Space Academy. Open up a package of Kellogg's Pep. and pour out a bowl full of good eating. Right at the first swell tasting spoonful, you'll say, Jumping Jupiter. No wonder Astro, Tom, and Roger go for Kellogg's Pep. This is great. And you know, besides rating ace high for flavor, Kellogg's Pep gets you set for a real energy send-off in the morning. When you rocket off to school or out to play, Kellogg's Pep helps you to travel at full space speed. Pep gives you other important food values, too. Food values that help you build strong bones, strong teeth, strong muscle. Ask your mom to set you up with Kellogg's Pep every morning. Then you'll be starting the day just like Tom, Astro, and Roger. And whether you're heading out to Saturn's rings or down to the field for a ball game with your pals, remember, start your day the spaceman's way. With a build-up wheat cereal, Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
When Tom, Roger, and Sally Wood survive the crash of their jet in the Amazon jungle, they stumble upon a big house hidden deep in a steaming valley. But when they seek help there, they are confronted by Wayne Anders, the man they have been hunting down. Now, some hours later, in the basement of the mansion.
Of all the rotten breaks, we ran right into that space creep's hands.
I'm more worried about Sally, Roger. I wish Anders hadn't separated us from her.
Yeah, the poor kid must be scared to death.
We're in a real tight spot. Unless we can find a way out of this hole, we won't meet Captain Strong in Amazon City.
Oh, we might as well forget about that. Just look at this place. Bars on all the windows, and the only way out is that steel door that leads upstairs.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
Roger, do you have any money?
Yeah, some of those credits left, but...
No, not paper money. I need change. Small change.
Oh, well, let's see. Yeah.
Well, let me have that dime.
Here.
Uh-huh. Thanks. Now, let's see.
Hey, what are you fooling around with that ventilator duct for?
This may be our way out. This is part of the air conditioning system. So this duct must lead to a vent upstairs somewhere. And it's big enough to crawl through.
Hey, maybe you got something.
Now, if I can only loosen these screws, we can pull the screen off.
Here, let me help you.
Well, I'm getting this one.
Well, I'll work on this side.
I figure we can lift this whole section out. Then crawl up the duct and force open a grate upstairs.
With our luck, we'll probably wind up right in Anders' lap.
It's a big house. He can't be everywhere. There. This side's loose.
Just a couple more turns over here. That does it.
Good. We've got it. Help me ease the screen off.
Okay. Now, with any kind of a break, we'll be out of here in no time.
Okay, Roger. There's no one in the hall. Crawl out, quick.
I'm sure glad to get out of that dustbin.
Hey, look. Over there on that table.
A portable shortwave set. Hey, our luck's changing.
We'll take it along. And as soon as we're clear of this place, we'll contact Captain Strong.
Wait a minute. What about Sally?
We'll try to find her right now. Come on. Through this archway. Come on. Hey, what in blazes? It's an alarm. We must have walked through the beam of an electric eye. Yeah, there it is in the archway.
Blast it. Now we'll have the whole house on our necks.
Come on, we've got to get out of here.
But where'll we go?
The jungle. It's our only chance. Step on it.
Hey, Tom. Can't we hold up for a minute? I'm beat.
Okay, Roger. We'll take 5, but no more.
We must have shaken them. We've used every trick in the book.
I don't see how they can pick up our trail for hours now.
Say, don't you think we ought to raise Captain Strong on that shortwave set you took?
Good idea. Well, it works all right. So far, so good.
Well, get to work.
Calling Solar Guard headquarters in Amazon City. Calling Amazon City, Solar Guard headquarters. I'm trying to contact Captain Strong. Come in if you read me. Cadet Tom Corbett here.
Corbett, I have a message for you, Corbett. Come in.
Hey, that's Anders' voice.
Blast it.
Go ahead, answer him. Maybe he wants to make a deal.
I hear you, Anders. What do you want?
Your position is hopeless, Corbett. Unless you and Manning surrender at once, you'll never see Sally Wood alive.
Oh, he's bluffing. If anything happens to Sally, he'll never get the information he wants from her father.
I know, but he's in a corner now, and he's desperate.
Did you hear me, Corbett?
Yes, I hear you.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, why'd you cut off?
We're a couple of lockheads. He's using my voice to get a fix on our position.
Jumping Jupiter, I never thought of that.
Hey, listen, what's that?
Hey, don't tell me he's caught up with us already.
Oh, take it easy. It's not Anders. Look.
Like the rings of Saturn. A monkey.
Yeah. He sees us. He's coming over this way.
Well, he won't find me here.
Oh, steady your gyros. He's friendly. Just curious about us, that's all.
Well, I'm not curious about him.
Well, come here, fella. Now, don't be afraid. We won't hurt you.
Hey, what do you know? He's as tame as a kitten.
I told you. He just wants to make friends.
Hey, what in the universe?
He just wants to try on your hat.
Come on, give it back. Okay, we won't fight over it. Keep it.
He looks better in it than you do, Roger.
Hey, what's eating him now?
Roger, look. Over there, the way those bushes are moving.
It's Anders. He's caught up to us again. Let's blast! Okay, Tom. Slow down. I think we've lost him again.
Damn. I only saw Anders.
Well, he had his stooge with him. Juan. The one who locked us in the basement.
Oh. Here comes our old pal, the monkey. He certainly didn't lose us.
You know, Tom, I still can't figure out how Anders tracked us so fast.
Yeah, just what I've been wondering. Even if he got a fix on the set when I was talking to him, there just wasn't time.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's have another look at that set. Some of those babies have concealed tracer beam senders on them.
You're right, Roger. It's here. A UHF sender.
And we've been carrying it around with us the whole time.
All Anders had to do was monitor it and follow the beam, which means we haven't lost Anders. He may not be far behind us.
Well, go on, smash it.
No. Hold it a minute. I've got a better idea. If Anders wants to follow this set, we'll let him.
What do you mean, Tom?
Well, there's no time to explain now, Roger. Just watch me. Mr. Anders is going to have a long walk for himself.
Over this way, Juan. According to the monitor, we're closing in.
We have been close to them before, Senor Anders.
We'll get them this time. I think they're lost. They've been traveling in a circle for the last half hour.
Sir, look. On the other side of the clearing. Something moved.
There they are. Shoot!
Oh, Senor, he's only a monkey.
With a shortwave set on its back.
They have tricked us. They have escaped.
Not yet, they haven't. They're either headed back for the house to get the girl or for Amazon City to contact Captain Strong.
But which?
Listen, Juan. I'm going back to the house and guard the girl. You go ahead to Amazon City. You can still beat them if you take the lower trail.
Si, senor.
Find those cadets before they reach Captain Strong. And shut them up for good.
Well, there's Solar Guard headquarters across the boulevard, Roger. But I don't see any sign of Captain Strong.
What time is it, Tom?
3 minutes after 12.
Blast it. Maybe we've missed him.
That's what I'm beginning to wonder. No, there he is now, coming down toward the slidewalk.
Come on, let's get on the northbound walk on this side. We're to meet him at the changeover point.
Right. The captain just stepped on the northbound walk on his side. Hop aboard, Roger.
Go ahead, I'm right behind you. Hey, Tom, don't look now, but we're being tailed.
What?
It's that Juan character that works for Anders. He just boarded this slidewalk.
Uh-oh. Anders must have sent him to keep us from meeting Captain Strong.
What can we do? The minute we're clear of this crowd, he'll probably blast us.
We've got one chance. Listen, when we reach the junction, get off the slidewalk and duck down behind the wall right next to the exit.
I get it. When he steps off the slidewalk after us, we nail him.
That's it. We each grab an arm, but try not to attract any attention.
Maybe we can hustle him into the monorail terminal before he knows what's happening.
We'll try it. Watch it, Roger. Here's the junction. Step off. Down behind this wall, quick.
Here he comes. Nail him.
Okay, mister, in here.
What? Let go of my arms. Let go.
Move and keep your mouth shut.
You cannot do this to me.
You want to bet, senor?
Enter the terminal, quick, Roger. Now,
Up against that wall, Buster, and hold still.
Let me go or I call for help.
Just try it. I'll push my fist clean down your gullet.
I hope Captain Strong saw where we went.
Yeah, I was counting on him taking it from here.
Here he comes, Roger. Right on course as usual.
You cannot hold me here.
Cut your jets, mister. We're giving the orders now.
Tom! Roger! What's going on here?
This is one of Anders' men, sir. Sent to intercept us.
That is a lie. I am an innocent citizen. I demand my rights.
Now, you'll get your rights in court. These cuffs ought to hold you. Now, you just stand there and keep quiet.
Si, senor.
Now then, what gives with you two? Where's Miss Wood?
She's still a prisoner in the Anders place, sir. We had to run for her.
Well, then we've got to get her out of there. I'll order a detachment of men.
No, sir, that won't work. If Anders finds out the Solar Guard is after him, he might kill Sally.
Let Tom and me go back there, sir.
We know the layout of his place now. We can take him by surprise and then wait for the Solar Guard to move in for the arrest.
That might be the best plan. All right, carry on. I'll take this man back to headquarters and then arrange for a detail to follow you. Oh, one thing more.
Yes, sir?
Stay clear of any Solar Guard units. You're still fugitives, and we can't broadcast a retraction without alerting Anders.
Don't worry, Captain. We'll be careful.
Yeah, extra careful.
We're almost there, Roger. As soon as we cross that gorge, we'll be inside of Anders' place.
Then the real fun starts.
Great galaxy! Hit the dirt!
Oh, brother, those shots are close.
Try to crawl over this way, Roger. There's a big log to our left.
Tom, we're surrounded. Anders must have been tipped off.
They're not Anders' men, Roger.
What?
They're Solar Guards. See them over there?
By the moons of Jupiter, you're right, Tom.
This is one for the books. We're trying to save Sally Wood, and we're going to be knocked off by our own men, the Solar Guard.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment. So stand by.
Say, spaceman, how are you coming along with your collection of Space Cadet picture cutouts? You know, you can get as many as 4 different Space Academy favorites, full-length pictures of Astro, Roger, Tom Corbett, and Dr. Joan Dale. These picture cutouts are swell for making Space Cadet settings. Just imagine one of the exciting adventures the Space Cadets have been on. You draw a picture of it and put the cutouts right on the setting. You can even make a stage and have the picture cutouts reenact all your favorite Space Cadet adventures. If you haven't got Space Cadet picture cutouts yet, you want to start your collection right away. Ask your mom to get you a regular-size package of Kellogg's Pep. Look on the back of the package, and right there, you see your own Space Cadet cutout. It's a full-length picture made from an actual photograph. Each cutout shows you an official Space Academy uniform, too. Cut the picture out of the box, make a little stand for it, and you're all set for a Space Cadet adventure. At the same time, you'll be all set to dish out the best-tasting wheat flakes that ever got covered with milk and sugar. Pep gives you that tasty whole wheat and malt flavor that just tops everything. And remember, there's a Space Cadet picture cutout on the back of every regular-size package of Pep. So don't delay. Ask for the Build-Up Wheat Cereal, Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Meeting Captain Strong in Amazon City and arranging for a rescue party, Tom and Roger proceed alone toward Anders' hideout in the jungle. Their plan is to free Sally Wood before Anders can carry out his threat to kill her. But the boys walk right into an ambush and are pinned down by the blazing guns of a Solar Guard patrol.
We're trapped, Tom. They've got us surrounded.
There's only one thing left to do, Roger. We'll have to surrender and try and convince the officer in charge that we're no longer fugitives.
But suppose we can't convince him.
It's either that or be blasted. Here, let me get my shirt off.
Careful, Tom. Keep low.
Now, I'll just put this shirt on the end of a stick and wave it over our heads.
Come on, hurry up.
Here goes.
Hey, they stopped firing.
All right, you two. Stand up so we can see you. Now keep your hands over your heads and stand still.
Okay, we're not moving.
That's Corbett and Manning?
Yes, sir.
I'm Lieutenant Blake of the Solar Guard. You're under arrest.
You're making a mistake, Lieutenant. We've been cleared of all charges.
Knock it off, mister. I'm taking you in.
Sir, you've got to listen. We're trying to get to the Anders house beyond that gorge. A girl's life depends on it.
You two are going back to Amazon City with me. Guards, take these men to the plane.
Where is your plane, sir?
On the other side of the gorge across that bridge.
Thank you. Come on, Roger.
What's wrong with you, Tom? We've got to get away.
We're going to. When we get in the middle of that bridge.
You mean jump into the water?
Yes.
Hey, that's a long drop.
All the better. When we hit the water, we'll stay under and swim for the bank. There's plenty of cover there.
You think we can reach the Anders house before they catch up with us?
It's worth a try, isn't it?
I suppose so. Okay, we're over the water. Ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
They're trying to escape. Cut them down.
Miss Wood, I'm afraid I have some very unpleasant news for you. Those friends of yours, the cadets, have reached Amazon City and have reported your capture.
Oh, I knew they'd do it. I knew they'd help me.
You're wrong. Now I have no choice but to kill you.
No, let go of me.
I'm sorry, Miss Wood, but under the circumstances...
Circumstances have changed, pal.
What?
Tom!
Watch it, Tom. He's got a gun.
It won't help him.
Nice work, Tom. He's all racked up for the freezer.
Better grab his gun.
Sure thing.
Oh, Tom, Roger, I thought...
Easy does it, Sally. Everything's going to be okay now.
Yeah, the skipper's on his way out with a detachment of men. He'll mop up Anders' whole mob.
What about the plans? Are they still in the house?
Yes, in the safe upstairs. I know exactly where they are.
Good. Well, I guess we can relax until the skipper gets here.
Great idea. Come on, Sally. You sit over here with me. I've got a lot of things to tell you.
Oh, no. Not again.
Don't miss the next action-packed adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, on Tuesday, when the crew of the Polaris rockets beyond Pluto to meet danger in deep space. Tune in, same time, same station on Tuesday for the next thrilling interplanetary adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Brought to you by Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal.
Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas, can also be seen on television and appears in the comic sections of many of America's leading newspapers. Look for it daily and in weekend editions. Featured in the cast are Jan Merlin, Edward Bryce, Ivor Francis, Grant Sullivan, and Rosemary Rice. Today's program was written by Gilbert Braun, directed by Drex Hines. Jackson Beck speaking.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret. Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
And what a secret! In Kellogg's Raisin Bran, the tasty raisins are dipped in honeycomb. That means plumper, more tender raisins along with delicious golden crisp bran flakes. Both fruit and cereal all in one box. And no other raisin brand but Kellogg's gives you the tender goodness of raisins dipped in honeycomb. That's Kellogg's secret. So for your breakfast, make sure you get Kellogg's. Because
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
This program came to you from New York.